Section 1 from the book of Genesis. Jacob said to Laban, "Give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled, that I may go into her." Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast. In the evening he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him. He went into her. Laban gave Zilpah his handmaid to his daughter Leah for a handmaid. In the morning, behold, it was Leah. He said to Laban, "What is this you've done to me? Didn't I serve with you for Rachel? Why then have you deceived me?" Laban said, "It is not done so in our place, to give the younger before the firstborn. Fulfill the week of this one, and we will give you the other also for the service which you will serve me for 7 more years. Jacob did so, and fulfilled her week. He gave him Rachel his daughter as wife. Laban gave Bilhah his handmaid to his daughter Rachel, to be her handmaid. He went in to Rachel, and he loved Rachel more than Leah, and served him 7 more years. For everyone saw that Leah was hated, and he opened her womb. But Rachel was barren. Leah conceived and bore a son, and she named him Reuben, for she said, "Because forever one has seen my affliction, so now my husband will love me." She conceived again and bore a son, and said, "Because forever one has heard that I am hated, he has therefore given me this son also." She named him Simeon. She conceived again and bore a son, and said, "Now this time will my husband be joined to me, because I have borne him 3 sons. Therefore his name was called Levi. She conceived again and bore a son, and said, "This time I will praise forever one." So she named him Judah. Then she stopped bearing. Section 2 from the book of Judges. When he was come into his house, he took a knife and laid hold of his concubine, and divided her, limb by limb, into 12 pieces, and sent her throughout all the borders of Israel. It was so that all who saw it said, "There was no such deed done nor seen from the day that the children of Israel came up out of the land of Egypt to this day. Consider it, take counsel, and speak." Then all the children of Israel went out, and the congregation was assembled as one man, from Dan even to Beersheba, with the land of Gilead to forever one at Mizpah. The chiefs of all the people, even all the tribes of Israel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of God, 400,000 footmen who drew sword. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Israel had gone up to Mizpah. The children of Israel said, "Tell us, how did this wickedness happen?" The Levite, the husband of the woman who was murdered, answered, "I came into Gibeah, that belongs to Benjamin, I and my concubine to lodge. The men of Gibeah rose against me and surrounded the house by night. They thought to have slain me, and they forced my concubine, and she is dead. I took my concubine and cut her in pieces, and sent her throughout all the country of the inheritance of Israel. For they have committed lewdness and folly in Israel. Behold, you children of Israel, all of you, give here your advice and counsel." All the people arose as one man, saying, "We will not any of us go to his tent, neither will we any of us turn to his house. But now this is the thing which we will do to Gibeah. We will go up against it by lot, and we will take 10 men of 100 throughout all the tribes of Israel, and 100 of 1,000, and 1,000 out of 10,000, to get food for the people, that they may do, when they come to Gibeah of Benjamin, according to all the folly that they have worked in Israel." So all the men of Israel were gathered against the city, knit together as one man. The tribes of Israel sent men through all the tribe of Benjamin, saying, "What wickedness is this that has happened among you? Now therefore deliver up the men, the base fellows who are in Gibeah, that we may put them to death, and put away evil from Israel." But Benjamin would not listen to the voice of their brothers, the children of Israel. The children of Benjamin gathered themselves together out of the cities to Gibeah, to go out to battle against the children of Israel. The children of Benjamin were counted on that day out of the cities, 26,000 men who drew the sword, besides the inhabitants of Gibeah, who were counted 700 chosen men. Among all these soldiers, there were 700 chosen men who were left-handed. Every one of them could sling a stone at a hair and not miss. The men of Israel, besides Benjamin, were counted 400,000 men who drew sword. All these were men of war. The children of Israel arose and went up to Bethel and asked counsel of God. And they said, "Who shall go up for us first to battle against the children of Benjamin?" For everyone said, "Judah shall go up first." The children of Israel rose up in the morning and encamped against Gibeah. The men of Israel went out to battle against Benjamin, and the men of Israel sent the battle in array against them at Gibeah. The children of Benjamin came here out of Gibeah and destroyed 22,000 men down to the ground of the Israelites on that day. The people, the men of Israel, encouraged themselves and set the battle again in array in the place where they set themselves in array the first day. The children of Israel went up and wept before Forever One until evening. And they asked of Forever One, saying, "Shall I again draw near to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother?" Forever One said, "Go up against him." The children of Israel came near against the children of Benjamin the second day. Benjamin went out against them out of Gibeah the second day, and destroyed down to the ground of the children of Israel again 18,000 men. All these drew the sword. Section 3, from the first book of Chronicles. He said to me, "Solomon your son shall build my house and my courts, for I have chosen him to be my son, and I will be his father. I will establish his kingdom forever, if he continues to do my commandments and my ordinances as it is today. Now, therefore, in the sight of all Israel, the assembly of Forever One, and in the hearing of our God, observe and seek out all the commandments of Forever One your God, that you may possess this good land, and leave it for an inheritance to your children after you forever. You, Solomon, my son, know the God of your father, and serve him with a perfect heart and with a willing mind. For Forever One searches all hearts and understands all the imaginations of the thoughts. If you seek him, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will cast you off forever. Take heed now, for Forever One has chosen you to build a house for the sanctuary. Be strong and do it." Then David gave to Solomon his son the pattern of the porch of the temple, and of its houses, and of its treasuries, and of the upper rooms of it, and of the inner rooms of it, and of the place of the mercy seat, and the pattern of all that he had by the Spirit for the courts of the house of Forever One, and for all the surrounding rooms, for the treasuries of the house of God, and for the treasuries of the dedicated things. Also for the divisions of the priests and the Levites, and for all the work of the service of the house of Forever One, and for all the vessels of service in the house of Forever One. Of gold by weight for the vessels of gold, for all vessels of every kind of service. Of silver for all the vessels of silver by weight, for all vessels of every kind of service. By weight also for the lampstands of gold and for its lamps. Of gold by weight for every lampstand and for its lamps. And for the lampstands of silver, silver by weight for every lampstand and for its lamps, according to the use of every lampstand. And the gold by weight for the tables of showbread, for every table, and silver for the tables of silver, and the forks, and the basins, and the cups of pure gold, and for the golden bowls by weight for every bowl, and for the silver bowls by weight for every bowl. And for the altar of incense, refined gold by weight, and gold for the pattern of the chariot, even the cherubim that spread out their wings, and covered the ark of the covenant of Forever One. "All this," said David, "I have been made to understand in writing from the hand of Forever One, even all the works of this pattern." Section 4, from the book of Matthew. Now, After the Sabbath, as it began to dawn on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary came to see the tomb. Behold, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of forever one descended from the sky and came and rolled away the stone from the door and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothing white as snow. For fear of him, the guards shook and became like dead men. The angel answered the women, "Don't be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who has been crucified. He is not here, for he has risen, just like he said. Come, see the place where the Lord was lying. Go quickly and tell his disciples, he has risen from the dead, and behold, he goes before you into Galilee. There you will see him. Behold, I have told you." They departed quickly from the tomb with fear and great joy, and ran to bring his disciples word. As they went to tell his disciples, behold, Jesus met them, saying, "Rejoice!" They came and took hold of his feet and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, "Don't be afraid. Go tell my brothers that they should go into Galilee, and there they will see me." Now while they were going, behold, some of the guards came into the city and told the chief priests all the things that had happened. When they assembled with the elders and had taken counsel, they gave a large amount of silver to the soldiers, saying, "Say that his disciples came by night and stole him away while we slept. If this comes to the governor's ears, we will persuade him and make you free of worry." So they took the money and did as they were told. This saying was spread abroad among the Jews and continues until today. But the 11 disciples went into Galilee, to the mountain where Jesus had sent them. When they saw him, they bowed down to him, but some doubted. Jesus came to them and spoke to them, saying, "All authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things that I commanded you. Behold, I am with you always, even to the end of the age." Amen.